That's the intro for our new show. Jesus.
The new scent by Paco Rabanne.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the Stephen and Joe Show.
Hello. I'm Stephen. This is Joe.
I am.
Yeah. We're here to entertain you.
A lot.
Help.
What with?
I don't know. Well, with films and chat and movies and, well, music if it happens, and life and other animals.
We're talking about life? It sounds deep and philosophical.
I don't think it is. Not on this channel.
I have been watching films.
Have you?
And I watched...
Well, do you want to do a film review this week and I'll do a game review? But I've not played anything, so that'd be a really short game review. I played Scrabble this week. It was great. The numbers were really high definition. Shit, they're letters. I can't even do that right.
Now, you said to me a while back that I shouldn't see Clash of the Titans.
Yeah. Now you know why, right?
Yes. But I had to see it because of its lovely film tagline.
Clash of the Titans. Titans will clash.
So bad.
It really is.
I enjoyed it after a fashion.
Yeah,
It was fun. And it was pretty...
But it was silly as well.
It was... It wasn't silly. It was stupid.
Liam Neeson.
Ridiculous.
It was just awful. As Zeus.
Sparkly, shiny Liam Neeson.
I'm Zeus. If you take my children away, I'll come. No, that's a different film.
I will find you and I will smite you. Just
look at my thunderbolts.
It was. I think it was fun.
It really
there
is
was
a bad film.
Great ideas, and it was a giggle. Just.
Did you probably
so many glossed over lines of
Had you seen the original as well?
Yeah, I've seen the original.
So you got the reference with the owl.
I did get the reference with the owl.
Because I think a lot of people missed that, and it was a shame.
I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was. I felt a bit sorry for him, actually.
If you haven't seen the film yet, don't bother, unless you're really hungover and you just want to fill space in your life.
This should actually act as a morality tale for everybody. I told Joe not to see this film. I said to him not to see this film. And yet he did, and now he's suffering for it.
But no, I'm not suffering. You know I like terrible, terrible films.
That's why you're a big fan of Tarantino, right?
No, whoa.
I haven't actually watched it for a little while, but the film I'm going to recommend this week, I've forgotten. In the 5 minutes that it's taken us to start this show, I've actually forgotten what it is.
Brilliant.
That's really bad, isn't it?
Was it good?
Oh, it was fantastic.
Do you want to keep thinking about it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to do a games review?
No. Keep trying to remind me.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it was.
Did it have actors in it?
This is a film we've both seen.
Is it filmed with cameras?
Fairly... Yes, it was fucking Hugo, all right? The film I'd like to recommend this week is a film that we've both seen fairly recently and talked about. It's one of the ones that was in the Stephen and Joe's Greatest Movie and was quite high up until other things pushed it down. It's actually a Mel Brooks film called Young Frankenstein. Now... a lot of people say that Blazing Saddles is the sort of the pinnacle of Mel Brooks' career, but I honestly think that this, and it's a collaboration between Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder. Gene Wilder wrote the script and is the star, and Mel Brooks is the director. And obviously, being a director, it means you have some sort of say in the script and everything as well. It's in black and white, which I know puts some people off. But it's in black and white because all of the old horror films were in black and white, and that's what it's trying to pastiche.
My grandfather used to work for your grandfather. I'm sure we'll get along splendidly. Oh!
It fits the piece.
It fits the piece, yeah,
and
exactly.
And it doesn't matter that it's in black and white. There is nothing that distracts from that film of it being in black and white.
No.
If anything, it makes it better.
It has the best song and dance number in.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
The guy who plays the monster is called Peter Boyle, and people who've seen Everybody Loves Raymond will know him as the dad. He's an amazing comic actor, and he doesn't say much, but the way that he portrays the monster physically, it's really, really good. It's got an early Gene Hackman in there as well.
Yeah.
It's got people, Marty Feldman. Marty Feldman was just amazing.
Call it a hunch.
He's brilliant.
That's the thing. It's classic comedy, but the jokes don't seem old or tired.
With Young Frankenstein, it's got everything there. It's all, even the mad policeman with one arm. Some wonderful moments.
I've forgotten about that bit.
I know. I know. And this is the perfect time to see it as well.
Last time I watched it, it was with you.
Yeah, we were sat in this room. In fact,
we've seen it. Well, I've seen it about 3 or 4 times. You've seen it.
I've probably seen it about 7 or 8
times.
times.
Oh, okay. And we were still laughing like hyenas. We were in
because it's past the point where you're aware of what the joke's going to happen, and then you're just pleased when it does. It doesn't get tired in the same way that some things get tired. It's.
I also find that, especially in a world where a lot of comedy is designed to either offend or shock. Sometimes it's also very lowbrow. Don't get me wrong, Young Frankenstein does have a lot of lowbrow comedy in there.
And does shock and offend as well.
But not for that purpose.
No.
So much of it is written cleverly.
Yeah.
And it's just fun and lighthearted. I'd be happy watching it with grandparents and children.
It does help if you've seen the original Frankenstein or the Bride of Frankenstein or something like that, you know.
I think
if you've seen a Frankenstein film and you know where it all sort of comes from, then you're pretty much fine to watch it and get all of the jokes.
Young Frankenstein, definitely a recommendation.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're recommending it, but I'm recommending it as well. It's brilliant. I love that film.
Yeah.
Young Frankenstein as well, it's because it's an older film, you'll be able to pick it up pretty cheap off like Amazon,
it's
Play.com.
about 4 or 5 quid, I think. In fact, for about 10 quid, I think, you can get the box set that I've got down there.
The Mel Brooks box set?
Which is the full... It's got all of his early stuff in.
Yeah.
It's missing some of the later stuff, Dracula Dead and Loving It, and things like that. But Men in Tights isn't in there as well. But those are stuff that I would have assumed you'd seen already, you know, or are aware of in some respect.
Worth checking out, especially if you're a comedy fan. Just for classic comedy films, they're brilliant. They're really good fun.
Yeah.
Damn your eyes! Too late.
I have been playing a game recently and reading about a game recently that you will be excited about.
I've still not played Skyrim.
Can you play Skyrim?
Oh, well, I probably can.
No. Please play Skyrim.
If it comes up in...
Put a message on the YouTube video down here. Steve, play Skyrim.
When we get 1,000 subscribers, I'm never going to play Skyrim, am I?
You're going to... Is that a promise?
When we get 1,000 subscribers, I will sit and fucking play Skyrim. That is a promise.
We're going to put a camera on.
And we'll do it. And you'll be here and do it as well.
That's fine.
And we'll go through it together.
I'll narrate.
You can see how much of an idiot I am when I'm playing games, which is why I don't play games. Because
it's fine.
Because it just takes me too long, all right?
I'm recommending you be Batman. Don't just play the game Batman, but be Batman.
I've got a book about that.
Batman Arkham City and Batman Arkham Asylum, if you haven't played them, play them. They have won so many awards over the past few years, and they are great games to play through. You feel like Batman. That is the best description I can give for it.
These are the only 2 games that I've played all the way through, ever. I normally get to a point and then go, okay, I'm fed up with this now. I've actually played through both of these.
the gameplay just feels fun. You get the gadgets that Batman has, so you get different vision modes so that you can use detective vision to be able to see evidence at a crime scene. You get obviously things like the grappling hooks and the batarangs, but you also get his ability to just punch dudes in the face. It's just so good. The physical combat in Batman makes you feel like a man who has trained how to fight to the nth degree and has so much battle experience. Batman feels like a superhero even though he has no powers, and the controls are so well laid out, you just enjoy being Batman, but they also give you the opportunity to just walk around being cool. There's a lot of things like collectibles, and the Riddler is setting you riddles to solve as you go through, and it means that even when you're just going from one objective to the next, there's fun things to do, and there'll be more guards for you to either sneak by or openly attack or distract with some of your gadgets, and it lets you get from place to place and section to section and complete sections in the style of gameplay that you most feel suits Batman, depending on how you play as Batman.
Which is actually
so much fun.
It's very interesting, because one of the things I really liked about it was the fact that you have that whole detective thing. You do solve a crime, essentially. You do go from step to step to actually solving this thing, and you also get to be Batman.
Anybody watching this, though, who already plays video games will have probably played them already. But the reason I wanted to recommend them is because if you haven't played them already, you really should, because they're so much fun.
You're just doing something wrong.
But also,
I mean, I know that, and I haven't played Skyrim.
But also, this year, they have slated for release, I think it's October, I did write it down, October 25th.
Just in time for my birthday.
Oh, nice. Batman Origins, Batman Origins Asylum. So it's gonna be so good. So with Arkham Origins, it's going to be a prequel to Arkham Asylum, and it's going to talk about Blackgate Prison and separating out the more insane prisoners. It's Batman as a younger man, Bruce Wayne as a younger man, and his interactions with Alfred as well. Apparently it's going to cover a lot of that. It's the writing for Arkham Asylum and Arkham City was done by previous Batman comic book writers, so that the writing staff were guys who'd been involved in it anyway, so they already had canon in mind. But for Arkham Origins, they're seeing it as a sort of spiritual continuation of Batman Year One, which is was it Year One or Year Zero?
It was Year One,
Year One.
Which was written by Frank Miller, who is also responsible for Sin City, and it's an amazing comic book which details the first year of Batman becoming Batman, and it's actually what they based a lot of Batman Begins on, and actually other writers took that mantle on, and there was a series of Year One comics, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, there was, and I think they condensed a lot into the graphic novel. Was just phenomenal. It's beautifully artworked, and the writing was very good as well. But
incidentally, if you are interested in that, and you've read the novel, or you don't want to read it, it's actually available as an animated thing as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I have to find that.
Yeah,
that'll be very cool.
It's on. I'm fairly sure that's on DVD.
But Arkham Origins is meant to kind of carry on from there. That's the sort of timeline bit that they're coming in on, and if you don't want any spoilers, stop listening, but the main bad guy is set up to be Black Mask, who's put out a price on Batman's head, so it sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. They're talking retro gadgets, so new gadgets to play with as compared to the other games, but they're older style gadgets, so they do more basic tasks. Things like being able to get two enemies and bash them together using gadgets, which is really fun ideas, really, that they've talked through.
Hey, Sharpie, love what you've done with the place.
Well, that was this week's show. If you're interested in any of it, or if you liked what you heard, if you didn't like what you heard, please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear what you think. Also, subscribe to us. There's a little button down over there. It's down there. Subscribe to us and follow us on Twitter. The link's coming up at the end of the video. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Bye.